let's be honest here.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a really interesting, very heavy battle lineup. One team going for more early type of aggression, trying to get that magic immunity line, like the panel was saying, and Alliance still having a really good scaling lineup. That's the thing. It's like even into super later stages, it still is a void. So it's still going to be that crazy hard carry, even if they do make some mistakes early and give up those, BKBs to Brame that they will eventually get. Nico Baby, he's been quite flawless on this hero.
For sure. I think he's absolutely, he's actually undefeated on this particular hero too. So lots of eyes will be on him, and especially over on Limp in that middle lane, so they can enable and really set that tempo. But again, we're looking over at the draft of Brame. They've got a lot of nice things going on. They've got, specific timings that they need to hit, but also just the lockdown coming out from this time around is just so nice.
Everyone's got a disable. Love to see it. And they also have great disables to throw into Chrono. Let's say if the DK and Wraith King, sure, they can't throw stuff into Chrono, but the rest of them, Willow, Rubik, ET, they can stop Nico Baby pretty decently if he is making an aggressive move. If they're caught in the right spot too, they can lift, they can throw, just ET Stomp, etc., Willow Fear. Quite a few ways to actually mess with Nico Baby. And the roots in general also, just Willow versus Void is problematic in a lot of situations. Yeah, we'll see.
I think a lot of it's going to come down to who gets the jump on who first, too, right? Because we've got the situation of plenty of AoE coming out from both sides, right? You've got the capabilities of that Elder Titan. You've got the capabilities of the Faceless Void. So, I was looking at it, and I was thinking, Roche fights. You have an Elder Titan on the side of Brame, which makes them very difficult. But on the flip side of that, you also have the Dream Coil coming out from Limp here. You've got the Chronosphere. So positioning is going to be key, and so is the way that they initiate, I think. What would you like to see? How would you like to see these fights unfold?
I think initiation is absolutely key. I think Alliance overall is going to be able to win those initiations until Brame gets Blink Dagger on Wish. That's, I think, the biggest one to set the tempo for them to start actually making those big aggressive moves.
Well, speaking of aggressive moves, it looks like they're going to try to put the pressure down here onto S4, and that is going to be a kill. Townskin now forced to retreat here, and we talk about Brame being aggressive and playing very, very quickly. They're definitely starting off that way for sure.
Yeah, and I think Willow's a hero that people are just forgetting about quite a lot, now being placed in 5 position a lot. The Bramble Maze is absurd, actually ridiculous. Once you get level 3 as well, the Bramble Maze scaling, the damage is so high as we saw there. You get caught by 1, if you get hit by second latch, you are very likely dead just inside of these lanes. And look at that, 2 latches, Hanskin missing now 200 HP very quickly.
It's going to be so awkward, too, when you consider the fact that, you are playing into, this ranged hero that likes to kind of get up in your face. And, again, this is one of those heroes that is a little bit more forgiving. You have to be careful, though, but you've got the Shadow Realm, so make your way back over to safety.
It's always a great way to counter it. Tag team gets popped, pop Shadow Realm, you win the lane trade massively because of that. We will probably see the Wraith King still struggle a bit here. The constant harassment will start to build up once Necro gets levels, but a great way to start the lane, just getting that type of kill. Top, the power,
lift up,
the ET. Oh. He said, please don't kill me.
Guys, wait. Hear me out. You don't have to do this. I can just put a tango on the ground. We can talk this out. But, a little bit unfortunate timing there.
Yeah. Very strong lane. Just ET in general when you're playing versus these slow heroes, Jakiro, even versus Void. Anytime you're versus an Agi, feels good. I think ET overall is just on the up. We see 7 denies already actually on Skylark, playing really well at the start here with his Spirit. And also, Jakiro is actually quite a good laner. A lot of the times when you do start to get level 2s and stuff like that, because the attack speed slow is quite relevant versus that ET to protect your carry. But it does look like he is going to die, so...
It is interesting seeing, this kind... We're getting 2 different types of offlaners here that we haven't been typically seeing, right? We've been seeing a lot of these very tanky offlaners, people that like to buy a Vanguard. How do you feel about, these different positionings here with these particular offlaners?
I mean, you're asking
I know you love Elder Titan, but also, the fact that S4 is, of course, playing that Necrophos. He's really, in my opinion, he's more of a flashy player. He's a player that, likes to dodge in and out, get these, multi-stuns with the hoof stomps and whatnot. And Necro is not the flashiest.
No, I think Necro can fit in a similar, not exactly the same because it's nowhere near as strong, but a similar routine as Timbersaw. You go to a lane, you get too tanky, eventually they might just get bullied out, especially these, kind of squishy melee heroes like Wraith King, who just suffers versus the Heartstopper. You can push them out of lane. And you are going to be that heavy sustained beast that your team does rally around, just like Timbersaw kind of is sometimes too. So I'm all right with it. I do like seeing S4 playing more so on that Centaur, especially lately. He's been so good, especially in mid-game, but I do think they did need damage. You know, you see the 3 tanky bruisers. They definitely wanted something to be able to deal with that.
Definitely makes sense here as this mid lane. Oh, looks like we're gonna get started up again. All right. Yeah.
Yep.
We expected that though.
Yeah. And the other thing about like Necro in this game, because they have Faceless Void and Puck, they didn't need an initiator in the offlane, right? So they already have 2 forms of being able to start the fight, so he can actually play more of just this rally around me kind of guys. We do see him start bullying quite a lot onto Focus, starting to catch up in last hits.
See Hanskin just navigating around this bramble maze, being very, very irritating, but Focus sitting a little bit low here. Does have a couple of those wand charges. I also like the fact, too, we've been seeing a lot of the supports, you know, usually they have a save, right? We've been seeing a lot of Oracle or whatnot, the Warlock as well. But, you know, like you said, they already have this. Oh, Spartan. He's going to go into that Shadow Realm again. They're trying to get the body blocks in, hot on his heels. Oh, he's got to survive this. They'll turn it back around, throw out a couple more pokes.
S4 actually got in front of Hanskin there. Maybe they could get like a 1-2 right click with the tag team, but no, Spartan's able to reset, salve himself up, try to stack the camp, but Hanskin will not allow that as he's right there. And just continue to look at these denies from Skylark. Look at this, 14-9 to 9-3, and now he's level 3, so the lane is actually just going to get harder and harder here for Nico Baby now that he has this.
You can just see Skylark right over here, starts punching away over here. Nico Baby forces out that time lock. We'll just punch FNG and look at the zoning that he's able to do here. It's really difficult. Dual breath. We'll push them back just a little bit, but again, fairly tanky.
Yeah, and he rushed the boots immediately. No other items, just a stick into boots so that he can do these type of rundown plays. You don't need items at ET. You just need move speed to be able to get on top of these heroes once you get Spirit. Spirit's back up, round 2. But they do have too many creeps. And like we said, the attack speed slow is starting to be a bit annoying. That Liquid Fire and Dual Breath.
Bottom lane,
Coming to play bottom. Ooh.
I'll be able to get healed up again. A lot of skirmishing going back and forth, though, down here in this bottom lane.
Yeah, stick charges aplenty. Focus is sitting on 17 wand charges if they ever do try to make an aggressive play. So his sustain, you know, his farm down here should just be actually quite solid. They're not going to be able to put much pressure on him. Not able to utilize a tag team onto him a couple times now.
Like you said, Willow.
Good. Yeah, Spartan's doing a great job, honestly, of securing this start here for Focus.
Getting closer and closer to those level 6 over here on both of these mids. I guess the thing that I'm a little concerned about is, you know, because Limp most likely will probably try to make something happen, right? Once he gets to 6, he's got Dream Coil. But do you try to turn it back around again? Instead of having Limp leave, do you try to rotate one of these supports, or do they need to kind of stay here to kind of babysit a little bit?
Ooh, I mean, they might have to rotate 2 supports versus the DK. Tag team is really good versus the DK anyway, though. Even if you have that built-in massive amount of armor with Puck, if he's under tower, you could bait it. So it'll probably be checking to see who gets around that 6-minute rune.
I'm just concerned that if Limp leaves that lane, that there's just going to be too much pressure coming out from the DK on the tower, and that tower is so incredibly important.
He might call for the rotation. Wish actually insta-pop the ulti. That's usually the indication of where you're like, okay, I'm either going to go heal, or I'm going to ask for one of my supports to TP mid and fill my bottle and counter gank. But it looks like Limp, he is going to go back because he doesn't have the opportunity to get refilled. FNG not going to be going mid just yet, but could definitely see that rotation. Spartan, he's looking to play around mid, though. I like this move. Leaving the Wraith King down bottom, you know, hurts his farm a little bit probably because he's going to get bullied away, but he's going to be able to set up for that, you know, eventual tower push. They're pinging it, though. Look, Limp just pinged Wish. He's like, yo, this guy used DK form. It's less than half duration. Hasn't even hit the tower yet.
Yeah.
So. Might not even need a rotation to stop the push from the DK.
Spartan still will drop down the sentry ward over on the side, make sure that they don't have any vision here. Do a little bit of recon.
Ooh, I like it. He puts the ward behind the tower, too, so he can see if any early rotations come in to be able to protect that DK. Skylark, the bashes.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage, and the creep's actually blocking him. I think he's actually going to... Oh, it's a good save here for Stomanen, though. He might end up... Yeah, he's going to end up surviving there, as Stomanen takes one of those liquid fires to the face, but Nico Baby wants to just focus up and hit creeps. Heal up as well.
Wish actually did not even hit the tower once. Limp actually went back to base, came back, and Wish never hit the tower with DK form. That's a bit weird. His bottom.
Hanskin, he's sticking down. He's got the shards, though. Looks like they were going to teleport down, but he's stuck.
Fist bump.
Beast bump.
And they do cancel the TP, I believe, from Wish, which was going down there with the haste rune. So Limp, yeah, 0 damage on the mid tower from first DK form, and Limp literally wasn't there to defend it. So not bad for the puck.
Yeah, pretty happy about that. You know, your tower just does not get touched at all.
And because they moved that Willow to mid, we did see how aggressive they were playing bottom. S4 and Hanskin trying to dive focus. Do lose Hanskin, but at least trying to take advantage of the fact that Willow had left the lane.
Pretty quiet otherwise, though. It's about a 3K net worth here for the Dragon Knight, 3K over on the puck, so very evenly matched up here.
Yeah, Limp trying to steal some farm away too, take the small camp. Nico Baby's actually gone for first item Morbid Mask. I actually think this is pretty cool versus the ET. You can actually fight back. FNG, however, cannot fight back.
I mean, he could try, but he's still going to die either way.
Well, he is in struggle city now. Has no boots on Jakiro, one of the slowest supports in the game, 290. Skylark has phase boots.
That's pretty scary. He's going to get run down quite a bit in that lane if he's not careful.
And he's level 5 too, so level 3 spirit. But Nico Baby's gotten, I mean, I want to say okay farm in the situation, you know, considering he's 2,300, so he's quite far behind his counterpart of the Wraith King, but not dying. FNG has soaked the pressure.
A little bit of a dive here over on the tower. Hanskin perhaps going just a bit too far as they land the Wraith Fire Blast, and he's got to navigate around these brambles. Doesn't manage to make it out, though.
Playing versus those roots, that's why they snap picked that Willow right after we did see the Tusk. It is a very annoying thing. Same thing for Limp. You know, the puck can fall victim to them as well. As we are seeing Limp make this rotation. Wish, he knows it though. Immediately pops his DK form, starts hitting tower. So Limp, he's got to make the decision quick.
Well, you immediately see him turn back around here, and he's just decided. You have to keep in mind too, Skylark playing a little bit further back too.
Yep.
So perhaps he figured, you know, I'm not going to be able to get this. It's better to protect my tower here than spend too much time top.
Yeah, they're making the rotation. Here comes Hanskin. Do they have a TP available from FNG? They don't, but they're gonna bring the Necro.
Yeah, they've got the Dream Coil. They've stunned him up. There's gonna be the shards. Toss back here. Can they get off enough damage to take down Wish? He's very, very tanky. Over in the back lines, though, they've got the Scythe down. We'll go Wish.
Nice TP from S4. Very needed, as we said. He's probably gonna be the biggest damage that is coming out from the team in the early game. So nice move as they do shut down DK, and he's dead for a decent amount of time, 35 seconds. And I believe that was an Arcane Rune Coil too, so when he's back up, Coil's back up. So pretty sweet there for that timing that's going to be for Alliance.
Yeah, I like that decision to rotate and try to get him off of the tower for sure. Makes a lot of sense, and Nico Baby gets a little bit of breathing room up here for some farming, which feels nice, because he is, you know, a little bit behind here in terms of the net worth compared to the Wraith King.
Yeah, oh, he gets a bash on the catapult though and gets the last hit because of it. The dream, I love it. And you know that whole decision by Limp it is really good because top Nico Baby had the lane kind of forcing him to him too, and like you said, the ET was kind of backing up, so it was just like it was perfect read from him to make the move. But now Spartan's 6 pretty early here on this Willow. He wants to make a nice aggressive move up here.
Yeah, you can see Skylark with those phase boots just chasing down FNG. Nice Ice Path though, will connect over onto 2.
Boom.
And the turn back around as the hunt is on as they get the kill on FNG. Can they get the kill on Spartan though is the question. No, Nico Baby just wants to back off as S4 places some of that pressure on that bottom tower.
Yeah, they're going to get the tower for that. And he's now reaching points of being very difficult to kill on S4. He misses the last hit, though, on S4.
You sound so disappointed there, Fog. My goodness.
I love when I see people miss him to, like, the one range creep, and so it happens to everybody. Limp will get his bottle refilled so he can stay in that mid lane to keep pushing the DK away, who popped DK form again. So tower continuing to survive at 600 HP, but Alliance doing a great job of delaying it. And Nico Baby, he's got his Mask of Madness, so he'll be able to farm nicely in the jungle. And with this build, he can actually show up to a fight or two and probably just net himself a kill with a quick chrono, especially on these easy-to-get supports.
Definitely feels good. He's also got himself the chipped vest, which will enable him to farm even faster. But the invasion is coming out here from Brame, so they do have to be careful. They have to protect him.
And Focus is quite far ahead, honestly. He's 1,500 ahead. He's going to have the Relic at a really good time. And the Radiance overall in this game is really nice. Like, the damage is going to be a bit limited from Alliance. Just their physical damage it's going to come online at some way later stages. The Radiance burn with the ETR, it does work really nicely, so should be some good moments if they do synergize all their timings together on Brame. You know, this Blink DK, if he's able to get like BKB with Ags on ET, this could prove to be problematic for Alliance.
Let's see Hanskin just forcing out here down on the bottom lane. Snowman getting a little bit of a steal there, but
Alliance doesn't hit towers that easily either. Well, I look at Brame, they can actually go to siege towers quite simply with the DK, with the Wraith King as well. Just so many different ways to apply vision in the area, and just crazy team fight. Just gotta watch for positioning for sure, as Alliance does have that too, but...
We are getting so close to that Blink Dagger
We
over on
are.
Wish. That is very, very scary for the side of Alliance. If they can get those initiations, if they can get the chain stuns down, stuff becomes very, very difficult for them to make moves, so...
And they're gonna have to accept the fact that, you know, Focus is gonna get his Radiance at a good time. Because how do they invade, really, with their heroes? It's not the easiest for a Limp or FNG to just get in there versus the counter. The counter gank of Brame is extremely strong. With Willow, with ET, like, you just get caught out of position once and you're all gonna get wiped. They have such overwhelming damage on the side of Brame. Skylark?
He goes for the Chronosphere here. Mouse Mob just popped, and FNG joining in with a nice Ice Path, throwing down the Macro Pyre, bit of the body blocks here. Do they have enough damage? They're just chasing him down. Looks like they should be able to pop him over there, and they do manage to get the fear off over onto S4, so he is going to back off, but they do end up losing the Elder Titan.
And look, Nico Baby so active. Look at this. Hanskin's pinging the Rubik bottom, and he's like, yo, who can gank with me? And Nico's Baby, yeah, I'm the Void carry, I'm coming.
He's excited. He's a bloodthirsty face as Void, and that's what I want to see. Walrus Punch. Snowball did get stolen, but he's going right back into the arms here of Hanskin. So we'll go back into his death.
When do you see that? The Void, Chrono's top, and then he's like, all right, I'm going to gank with you, Tusk. You know, I'm the ganker now. But he does want to play on the bottom side, so I do, you know, it's a very appropriate TP coming out from Nico Baby.
I mean, it's efficiency, because you
is.
want to go there anyways, and if you can get yourself a kill on top of everything else,
Yeah, I love it.
perfect.
He doesn't farm stacks either, so S4, he's just going to go in neutrals, farm up the 1 or 2 stacks that they did have, just a bit faster to enable his timing. And they're actually going to smoke. Are they looking for Scott? They just really don't want this ET to get an early Ags. He's already 2 components in.
Well, they need to slow him down, that's for sure. So you can see now FNG and Limp making their way over. Forward. They missed the Dream Coil, though. We'll be able to land the Waning Rift over on the back lines, but FNG is already backed off here.
That was a... I mean, he
It's
could have
strange.
just orbed and then done it, but
Yeah.
just went for it, just whiffs it. That's painful.
It happens.
It does. Stominen, let's see what he's able to steal. We haven't really talked too much about the Rubik this game, but he has some phenomenal spells that he can get. This is why it's always a little risky to pick Jakiro, because of the, you know, counter pick of that Rubik coming into play. And versus Puck, I mean, he's got so many. There's the Blink DK.
That is the Blink with the Bedlam, with the Cursed Crown. They already used the Brambles, and a good snowball save, though, coming out for a little bit longer. Still going to end up killing S4, and Hanskin will also fall there, so...
Oops, maybe should have just accepted the fact that the Necro his dad ends up giving 2, and now maybe even a 3rd wish. Gets the
he
connection.
wants the Jakiro, but he's not going to dive. Turn his attention now over to the tower. The rest of the team is here. Macropyre does get tossed out with the Ice Path. Just want to burn down these creeps if they can, but I'm not sure if they can go into all this right now.
No, they know Coil is down because it was used up top and whiffed, so tower is going to drop, and that is almost the Radiance. Oh my god. Nico Baby is definitely going to need quite a lot of time to catch back up in this one, as he is going to go for the Maelstrom build, so he's going to be very susceptible to dying. Just like a lift of Root, Fear, etc. Like, he could just explode on the Faceless Void for sure. Especially with the amp up, it's always going to be there, that ET.
So what's the best play here for Alliance? How do they slow this down a little bit? Because like we said before, when Brame starts putting on that pressure, they don't like to let up.
It's really not that easy because they can't just take buildings in the same manner. They don't have the best tower hitters. Like FNG, if he went max Liquid Fire, sure, but he's actually max Dual Breath, which I don't see very often. Usually you see like 2 points in Dual Breath for lane and then you max Ice Path as...
This is a dead Hanskin. Don't think he was expecting Wish to be there, and they just used the whole kit of the Dark Willow over there for the most part.
I think it's going to be a pretty hard mid-game for Alliance. Like, these timings are going to come out perfect for Brame. I don't know what Alliance can do to actually slow down the timings now at this point. When you miss a coil like that and you lose your mid-tower, it's so much space being given. Like, Radiance is done. How close is ET? He's 3 parts in. So they're going to get a lot of these items kind of at the same time. Ags, Blink BKB on DK, and that Radiance for Radiance plus maybe one other item on Wraith King.
But surely they expected this a little bit, right? Because it is a Dragon Knight. The Dragon Knight is going to go stay in the middle lane for the most part and just take your tower.
They're going to have to just honestly like set up for these humongous team fights and just be in perfect position to get them, because it's if they start walking one by one on Alliance, they're going to just chain feed versus this big timing that Brame is going to have soon. They just got to play. Look at this. It has to be like efficiency. They're farming as a unit.
Nice double damage rune available at that time. top rune spot here. You can see that they're grouped around over in the triangle on the side of Brame. Doing a little bit of a scan. Want to make sure that they're not all hiding in that pit because no one's really showing too much on the side of Alliance.
Yeah, it really does feel like Alliance is gonna have to land like a 4. If they fight in the next like 5 minutes or something, they have to land a huge chrono. So let's see what he's able to do.
Let's see what Nico Baby can get done here.
If they can catch Skylark at the start of the fight, that would be honestly like the dream, because he's going to be really problematic with how tanky he is as well. And they do see where he kind of is, where the direction of where that spirit went. They should know at least where Skylark is. Starting to slowly hit the tower.
All right, they know the Rubik's over there. Positioning.
They're setting up for top. Like, they don't want to lose tier 2. Like, Brame pushes way faster, and they will grab focus under tower.
Yep, Dream Coil comes out with the snap. The rest of the team is hot on his heels, although they do kind of whiff a little bit over here. They'll be able to go. They're on the dual breath. That's going to be the reincarnation. S4 getting ready. Terrorize getting wound up, though. So they managed to push S4 back, but Nico Baby is here. They have the snowball. Do they have enough damage here? They'll turn around with the Wraith Fire. Can they get it? There it is. There's that scythe coming and hot. And Wish he blinks away before Nico Baby can get the other bit down. They stole the scythe, and they managed to get the kill over onto Limp as well. And it feels like Alliance now a bit on the back foot. They're still looking for this perfect sign, and they will be able to go and get a Chronosphere off, but it feels a little bit like desperation as they get the lift, the toss back. Spartan is still alive and healthy here. He's just trying to run out as S4 is hunting. Wish jumping forward over on the back lines. Skylark is here, and he's just wailing away over here on S4. Got the Yules to drive it down. Now they'll be able to go and land the Ice Path, but they get another Ice Path right back, and S4, he will fall. Stoneman just stealing all the spells during these fights.
I'm glad we mentioned right about him just before this, because he gets like the most perfect steal. He gets Reaper and he gets it on. Look how long this puck is dead. He's still out for 30 more seconds. Phenomenal spell usage by Brame. Even though Focus gets caught so far away, they're still keen to fight. And now that's the agony for ET. So next fight should be even more difficult for Alliance, as that Chronosphere nets them nothing.
Yeah, there you go. You see the initiation coming out here from Limp. They drop down the Macropyre. Ice Path, and, you know, they get the reincarnation. Goes right back up again. Good Terrorize coming out from Spartan. And the Scythe comes out over here from S4. It's immediately just stolen.
Oh, and look at Limp. He does not expect it at all. It's instant, so it's actually one of the best possible things you can have versus a puck as a Rubik in this game. Great stuff from Stoneman. And yeah, the Chronosphere just hits 2, but they don't have anything else. They're actually out of mana on the Jakiro, so he doesn't have enough to throw out the Ice Path, and they don't get another kill.
And it's just the cleanup crew coming in here.
It was so fast by Brame how quick they connected with Skylark and with Stoneman. They actually were in mid. That's why you saw that Alliance set up that opportunity, because they saw, like you said, the Fade Bolt and the ET Spirit, but it was an instant smoke to just beeline it up there to get to their team. So Brame, recognizing that big timing that they do have with all these items, just it's coming all together at the same exact time. Can't wait to watch some briefcases. Here we go.
Those are coming.
Oh yeah, level 11 still needs to hit his big level 15 timing, but damn, look how early that is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, well, we got the BKB being worked on now for the Dragon Knight. Benji kind of hiding off in this tree line here, hoping that they don't take a closer look. Could possibly go and try to, you know, cut that wave a little bit.
Yeah, he's very far forward. Stoneman's still hanging on to Ice Path, so next fight he will always have that to be able to lock down puck, and yeah, he is.
The entire time he's been trying to see if he can figure out, you know, is there anybody in this tree line? Some pressure placed over here on the mid tower, but like you said, fuck, they don't have the greatest sieging.
Don't have the best pushing. They have to push through winning fights with a Chronosphere and with puck. But they try to go for mid. Stoneman and TP's tier 2, so you see this Rubik, he already set up. He said, just in case, we're getting top tower, but I'm ready, and I'm leaving front tower TPs quick, so my team can back me up if there is a move aggressive from Alliance. So Brame is really on point with this early game. 11-4, very few mistakes coming out.
Man, it's actually wild to think about, because, like, remember at the very beginning of, you know, season 2, we were told to, you know, try to make our predictions, and a lot of us put Brame very, very low here, but look at them, the way that they're showing up.
Yep. They've been looking a lot better than I thought they would. Hey, to be honest, so was Alliance. I did put them at a pretty bad rating.
No, I mean, I am glad that we're seeing, you know, this this pleasant surprise coming out from both of these teams.
And I like how we said, it's like the role reversal,
yeah.
Right? It's like this is kind of like an Alliance draft that Brame is playing with and making it look quite good. 4K advantage. Nico Baby, I think Nico Baby knows he just has to kind of farm it up. Like they don't want to fight into this huge timing. Like BKB's about to be done for Wish, so everything is, yeah, just all synergizing great. Focus almost has actually a full SNY on top of everything too. Oh boy.
Well, the smoke is up over here on the side of Alliance. They're hoping maybe they can get a pick off, find someone. You do have Limp leading the charge here.
The Spirit, though, it scouts them. It just flies right through them. They know they're smoked. Like, Skylark is just spam pinging it. He's like, yep, they're running through the mid lane. Everyone just go play together. They can't team fight us.
Focus is just beelining it, like, away from that middle lane now.
And you always know as soon as that is the smoke is when the Spirit returns to you. You're golden. You know immediately. So double blinks was picked up from Alliance. That's why they tried to look for this play with Hanskin and Limp, but unable to achieve it. And Brame continuing to just play this flawless map.
Nico Baby doing the best that he can here. He is moving around the map, trying to find that farm. Does have the Songe completed, and he has the Maelstrom as well. So he's got some damage going on. He's got a little bit of status resistance, which is nice too, but still, it's going to take some time before he is ready to go in and fight.
Yeah, they don't have these same timings. Like honestly, it's all three items at the same exact time. Even a Spartan Solar Crest to boot on top of everything else too. Like Brame is extremely ready to fight. They want this battle.
Sitting on the low ground, open up with the Brambles. Focus, looking for this opening. Immediately, S4, he's just getting nuked out by the Bedlam. He's not allowed to do anything in this fight. He's jumping over onto the back line. Here you can see Wish and Focus looking to just get as much damage as they can over onto Hanskin. It's a good ice path, buys him a bit more time. Hanskin running for his life. Spartan, of course, does see him, winds up here with the Shadow Realm. It's still going to be Skylark who punches him with the briefcase. And now FNG is stuck over on the side, just trying to man fight. Drops all of his spells, hoping, but no, it's not going to be enough. FNG will fall to Focus, and Nico Baby just continues to farm as fast as he possibly can.
Straight into Roche. They can just get, they didn't really have to use too much there. They just had to use a DK form. They lost their Rubik. The Puck and the Void actually just went straight for him, but S4 just gets absolutely slaughtered from just kind of the Willow.
It was all the magic damage. The Bedlam
So
just,
much.
you know, it's so good against this hero.
And he is level 12. Like, it is a pretty high level 5 position Willow. Brame looking really good, really clean, and the game just continues to be so hard, as we said. Like, Nico Baby, he can't really just jump into fights. Everyone has a form of disable for him, so it's quite complicated for him to just get in there.
We've already seen Snowman get some really good steals here.
Oof,
but now he's got a Blink Dagger, which means not only are the steals going to be even better, but also his positioning is going to be very difficult for Alliance, I think. So they go for another smoke. They're going to use S4 over here in the mid lane, kind of as bait.
Brame's
But look how tight they're playing.
They're all so grouped. They're so ready for these moves every single time here.
Hanskin leading the charge, hoping they can find someone that do find themselves the Wraith King over here to get the ice path off. They'll drop the Bramble. Snowball coming in, just buying a bit more time as Wish jumps onto the back lines here. Does find FNG. Hanskin, though, gets chipped away and falls. Snowball gets stolen. FNG. There it is. That's a dead Jakiro. As now S4 is running for his life. He's used the Essence Ring, but the rest of the side of Brame is just zeroing in on this poor Necrophos, and he will fall.
They can never team fight. That's really how it's feeling. As soon as they saw like 2 or 3 heroes, everyone from Alliance is like, oh my god, they're actually all together again. We have to start running away. But they get caught on several of them from Brame. 6K gold lead. Wraith King continuing to lead the board. I think Nico Baby's got some real carrying to do this one. He's gonna need some miraculous Chronospheres and just some big chain kills, because this is starting to feel like a pretty uphill battle.
I mean, this guy is a specialist on Void, honestly. Like, if he can, you know, this is a situation where I think this is the one person that really could make those big plays.
Yeah.
But it's definitely an uphill battle, especially when you consider just how tanky some of these guys are getting. The fact that they have so many ways of just, you know, not necessarily canceling out the Chronosphere, but, you know, negating a lot of the impact that it can have. So.
Yeah. Just like so many different controls, and also Wraith King. That's why they picked it. Wraith King versus Void. It's always been one of those like great counter picks, because you just start the fight. You just run in and just the Faceless Void has to start looking for the back lines, looking for these back targets. Spartan trying to secure DD.
It's gonna get Walrus punched immediately, but that Shadow Realm, the follow-up, the Curse Crown, the Bedlam. Dream Coil gets used over on the side, but it's just going to buy them a bit more time. It's more defensive than anything else. As they go, they get a steal over on the Death Pulse, but Focus just focusing down over on S4. He hasn't been allowed to play this game, it feels like.
It's just so many stuns. Even taking the stun talent earlier at level 15 on DK. 3.75 second stun. Poor Necrophos. And Spartan honestly playing like a monster today. Just baiting Hanskin time and time again. Hanskin keeps trying to go for him. This is a 4-0-8, 5-position Willow, level 14. Some phenomenal stuff coming out from Spartan today.
I mean, like you said, they kind of had the number of this Tusk during the laning phase, right? The fact that, Spartan just consistently throwing down the brambles, making sure that, okay, yeah, tag team happens, but you just move your way through. You remaneuver and...
Ooh, they were hunting for Limp there.
Limp's out. Oh,
he goes for it anyway.
Anyways.
Of course, it's Spartan.
Yes,
he would finish the cast right here, yeah. But
he doesn't do things half-ass here.
No,
this man goes in.
I think we might honestly see a rise more of Willow as 5 position and stuff too. I've seen it mostly just played as 4, but I'm definitely seeing the potential of what it does have, and now we've seen it a couple of times now today at least as this 5.
It's gonna make Sheever sad because that means more people are gonna pick it or ban it on her. That's her girl, like Lina and Willow, man.
That's what happens when a hero does get absurdly buffed. Brambles got buffed in damage, cast range, Shadow Realm got buffed in cooldown, Cursed Crown got buffed. Like every single one of this hero's abilities got buffed except for the ultimate, the Fear, at least the cast range.
I feel like it's a good hero for Spartan too because he definitely wants to be the one leading the charge most of the time. So this gives him a little bit more room to work with, so to speak, because of the Shadow Realm giving you that extra capability, range, and then of course having that Terrorize. But he's been very effective this game.
Yeah, he's also just been a killer. Yeah. It's usually something you just don't see as these
4-0-8, man.
Nice. Really doing great. Even takes the greedy talent himself, the Bedlam damage, which is it makes Bedlam so much more powerful. Like if Necrophos pops Ghost Drive, S4 is just gonna die to Spartan by himself.
I was about to ask, is it really that greedy when you consider the fact that he has just been jumping all over this Necrophos all the time? He is basically the one slaying him most of the time too.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why would you not get it?
Yeah,
if you are playing
it's
no, for sure. And he has the ET aura too, so it just gets amped up even more. And he's not going for, he's not going for the shard this game. He doesn't need to, it seems like, for his team. So go for the damage as they are set up. Level 18 on Wish, he finds a jump.
Oh boy, they find themselves at faces. Boy, the fear, the jump in, the burst is there, and that's a dead Nico baby. They even go for that Earth Splitter too. Oof.
And now we get these other big levels. Skylark, he did 15 just earlier too, so Astral Spirit hero damage. Brame is fully online in Alliance. How the hell do they defend versus this?
I don't know. They don't have Nico Baby for another 50-something seconds. He doesn't have buyback, and they have this tower push like we talked about. They've got the siege.
And where's the damage coming from Alliance? Like these BKBs, all this magic resistance, like they don't have any types of physical. 40 seconds, no void. Limp has bought a Linken's to protect himself, but again, no extra damage.
S4 is trying to put out some damage, trying to be efficient because they know they can't fight into this without this void, but just come forward, give a couple pokes immediately, get stunned up by Focus. They'll pop the reincarnation. Still have that Aegis online though. Good stomp over onto the back line. Now the Brambles getting dropped. They're just gonna hold him in place. Looks like they're gonna respect it though. They'll back off a little bit.
He's about to finish. He's 80 gold from Assault Cuirass, so he's just gonna pick that AC up on the Wraith King, and now they have another big, huge window. DK form also down for 40 seconds, and he's picking up a Halberd.
They have all the tools.
Harder. Yeah, it's just getting harder and harder. It really does feel like Alliance. It doesn't feel like as it gets later, I don't know what items they even get to deal with this, because they're only really getting more magic damage, which I feel like Brame is just becoming more and more resilient towards.
Yes.
As Wish, another rune, he gets himself a haste earlier. They've had so much overwhelming map control that he's just going to keep pumping out these runes. Now has an arcane rune for the next fight.
I mean, this is the Brame that we've been seeing this DPC season. Like they hit a certain timing and then it's just go time. They just consistently, find these fights. They're very bloodthirsty. And they're always able to really take an objective off of it, which is, that is the kind of efficient, clean Dota that we like to see.
Yeah, I think we might, honestly, even though it didn't look like Skylark's maybe having this absurd game, he is 4-1-9 on ET. You might just ban the ET because that's safe lane. Even though I thought this Jakiro was a decent solution toward it, Nico Baby's just been behind. The whole game always on catch-up duty.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Brame just continuing to stick together as a unit. Now going for this next high ground. They've got all the next tools, as we said. They picked up all these different items.
Yeah, Lim keeps going in with a little bit of a poke. We'll go drop the brambles around, but this is the problem. And the thing I'm most concerned about is Nico Baby could land the Chronosphere of his life. It's still, I'm worried about the damage that he can output. These guys are tanky, Wish jumping forward, Lim following up though. Ice Path does get dropped.
And look at FNG just has to throw dual breaths because he can't let Ice Path get stolen. If Ice Path gets stolen, the fights are just completely lost.
His positioning, he's sitting so far back here. Nico Baby, though, is still, again, trying to just split push a little bit.
Just trying to buy some time.
Yeah.
He's got status resist, but we've seen that's not enough. It's too many disables. He needs BKB so this team can actually have a fighting chance in these next few moments, because yeah, this is just really out of hand here. Nobody else able to really farm except for Nico Baby now. Brame, they're swooping. Swooping across the map, picking up, as we said, a lot of more items. Aegis is getting reclaimed, but they've already done so much structural damage.
I don't even think they needed the Aegis, honestly.
I don't think they
I
needed it
feel
either.
like focus is just so massive already at this time point. Like, you've got everything you need coming out from your team. Got the Assault Cuirass finished. Got a Halberd online. You've got all sorts of things. All right, they do get the BKB completed, though, for Nico Baby. So perhaps they can take an advantageous fight here. They're smoked up. They're looking for blood. Let's see what Alliance can do.
Got to get the big jump on the backline. Find the Skylark, find the Rubik. Need to get the ET and the Rubik out of these team fights. But maybe even also Spartan. He's been really problematic for you. Just need to get through those two bruisers, the DK and the Wraith King.
It's all about who gets the jump on who and who can hit that BKB fast.
The base is going to start getting sieged, so they're going to know that this smoke is happening pretty much immediately.
Middle tower is under attack.
Stominen, he continues to do this, so TP's to tier 3. He didn't even see that they're setting up or anything, but Rubik, I'm loving the way that he is setting up for the just-in-case defenses and leaving early those fast TPs in the front towers for his team to come in.
They force everybody back home, so...
They're being safe. They're being very safe.
Nico Baby working on that Scotty as his next item. He does have to be very careful, though, because Brame, they're doing the sweep. We've talked about this.
Yep.
They realize, okay, we forced, how many TPs home? We're going to start moving over to the other side of the map, and perhaps we'll catch some stragglers. BKB completed now for the Wraith King as well. This is looking scary.
He's
When
so mad.
the Ags is going to be for the Dragon Knight. Oh, my word.
Okay, yeah, and I mean, Ag's almost finished on Rubik too, so frequency of spells. You know what, Nico Baby says, screw it. We're not having fights happen anyway. I need to just get more gold, otherwise we lose this game. 711 for the Rubik kill. That's how far behind they really are.
Do have a little bit of a fight over here on the side. Dream Coil coming out here from Limp. Kirch's Crown does proc though over onto several. There's a beautiful ice path into the Macro Pyre.
Holy moly.
And they'll go back in again. Hanskin, the Walrus Punch comes out, but he already falls. Scythe gets tossed out as well, and this is looking like a dead S4. Oh, and Skylark just happens to find FNG.
And now there's no chrono for 2 minutes. They can go take probably the entire base of Alliance.
Yeah, they're going right on in. Still got that dragon form up for a little bit. Don't even have creeps in this base right now. They're just going right on in. More buybacks coming out. FNG, look at him. He wants to do something. He just
can't walk up.
He can't.
He even has
can't
the
go too
shard.
close.
Like, he can't even with the attack range and the shard. With Grove Bow even, he can't attack them.
The immediate sleep over onto Nico Baby. They'll turn back right over onto Hanskin and Limp.
Oh my
God, they just blow up Hanskin. Nico Baby joining in here. Can they get the kill? Yes, they'll be able to take down Skylark. He's got that BKB. We've got those bashes like we talked about. He's got to turn his attention over onto focus as Limp jumps over onto the back lines, trying to just split up the fight. FNG getting off the dual blend, and then Limp dodging away here.
Got Ice Path. They need to watch how far they chase. They could get turned with Chain Stun. They're already pinging it.
Yeah, look at this already.
Thinking about it.
Ooh, we only managed to get one, though. Nico Baby just kind of swirling around after focus. Dream Coil does get dropped over onto 2, though. They'll be able to go. They snap it up, followed up with the Ice Path over on the back line. So Focus just focusing down. Gets the kill on FNG, and now they'll turn it around against Stomach. Somehow still alive.
The Ice Path.
Pops it. The Ice Path that he stole, it's still keeping him alive, although eventually he will fall. Which I'm glad they've got the BKB. They've got the stuns out here. Can they finish up Nico Baby? They'll be able to find the kill. Limp now orbing away. S4. Oh no, Limp decides he wants to stick around. He's chasing after Wish. Ghost Shroud does come out here from S4, trying to heal up. Focus, he's got those big boy crits, though. He's chasing after S4. Jumps over on that line. He wants Limp. Limp, he's so elusive, though. He's got to get his hands on him. He doesn't quite have it. A Spartan joining back in. He's looking, hoping that he can possibly drop down the brambles or some sort of route. Focus, though, running right back here into the base, starts chonking away. He's going to be able to take down the racks, and he's going to make his way over here to S4, who's spinning up in the air. We've got that bedlam damage, but no. Back off a little bit.
They'll give a little more respect. 55 seconds, though, no void. And what that did cost a buyback is Wish. He's thinking about jumping in. Also, love this. Didn't point this out, but he went for Halberd, so he has a way to break the Lincolns on the puck, so he did see that stun coming into play. Focus.
I think he's fine with this. He's got the reincarnation. He's got Wish behind him with this dragon form. They're poking away at him, but he just jumps right back in. Smacks S4 in the teeth.
And Alliance can't chase out.
No.
Void still not back up. They do live for a little bit longer. This last set of racks is surviving with the tower up top. But man, the damage is really being done as we see. They don't have damage. Like, the damage issues are clearly there. These tanky bruisers, you know, that is why Alliance do love to play this DK, this Wraith King and stuff like this. It's looking like Brame just taking a page out of their book and making it look real good. It's 25 now on Wraith King as well.
The Aghanim's has been completed for Wish.
Oh my. So
It's a lot of, you know, we talk about Alliance struggling with damage. There's a lot of damage coming out from Brame now.
and he's
Even
now
more.
even more resilient to magical damage with that Black Dragon. So damage issues for Alliance continue to grow.
A Leveler, a Timeless Relic.
Ooh, very.
These are some good neutral items.
Yep.
I feel like the Flicker, though. The Flicker could come in handy on the side of Alliance there. Just gotta hope that you don't get completely chain stunned, right?
They have too many stuns, honestly. And the
Swift Blink.
yeah.
Oof.
Nico,
All right.
baby.
Nico. Oh, Nico. His Spidey sense is tingling, though. He's gonna back off Spartan. Leading the charge again, hoping that he can get his hands on him. Throw the Solar Crest over onto Nico. I don't think they're still aware. Focus.
Such a clumped
Oh,
fight.
the jump
Focuses
forward
in.
immediately over onto the Jakiro. They're just going to try to radic him, and they will find it. Punch over on the back lines. You can see that Wish is going to get held into place over here, but they will hold down S4. He will fall. Buyback coming out now from Necroforce. You can see Nico Baby. He's waiting patiently. He's waiting for a Chrono or something, but he's losing his teammates left and right. His limp also will fall.
They
Just
can't do anything.
Too much lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, they can't hurt anybody. Like, the only heroes they can kill is, like, Rubik and Willow at this point in the game, unless they catch, like, some crazy Chrono. That you can't kill this DK.
I mean, he's trying, definitely. He's got the BKB up, so he doesn't get forced out of his own Chronosphere, but it's just, where's your damage? Where's your damage? I'm not seeing it. The snowball coming through, and they just eradicate Handskin. And S4 has, again, not been allowed
That's
to really
GG.
play this game. The GG gets called. Brame, they just brought this aggression, got these really nice engagements. They had a great draft, and they just run over Alliance.
I think Alliance, maybe, like, the two mobility cores, the Puck and the Void, I think it got heavily